Good day, everyone. I am Jomeline Clarion from BS Ed English 2. Teachers play a pivotal role in shaping the minds and futures of their students. They are entrusted with the responsibility of imparting knowledge, instilling values, and fostering a safe and supportive learning environment. To maintain the integrity of teaching profession, educators are bound by laws and code of ethics that outlines their responsibilities. However, there are instances where teachers violate these rules. In this video, I will be presenting three news about teachers who violate the code of ethics for professional teachers. The first news is all about the criminal complaint for child abuse has been filed against an elementary school teacher in Talisay, Cebu, who allegedly sexually abused a grade 6 student during the Central Visayas Regional Athletics Association event on February 26. The minor was allegedly called by the teacher and brought at the back of the room, where he allegedly took advantage of the minor inside a multi-cab. According to a police report, the student reportedly received a 100 pesos from the teacher who instructed him not to tell anyone about what had happened. In the second news, a ranking official Fausto Tikman Jr. of a school in Mandaluyong City was arrested by the National Bureau of Investigation on allegation of sexually exploiting a teenage student. The student claimed that Tikman, his management teacher, demanded a sexual act in exchange for a passing grade when the student approached him to make up for his missed classes. And for the third news, a part-time teacher has been arrested for allegedly raping a minor student inside a university in Mandaluyong City. The teacher is facing 2 counts of rape for the alleged abuse of the minor students within the school premises. The police reported that the crime occurred inside the school after other students had left. The suspect is currently detained in the Mandaluyong police station and efforts to obtain his statement are ongoing. These cases violated the code of ethics for professional teachers by sexually harassing their students and not being a good role model to their learners. This action is strictly prohibited under the Article 11 of Section 1 of the Code of Ethics, which states that a teacher is above all a human being endowed with life for which it is the highest obligation to live with dignity at all times, whether in school, in the home, or elsewhere. And in Section 3, which states that a teacher shall maintain at all times a dignified personality which could serve as a model worthy of emulation by learners, peers, and all others. In these three cases, there is a disturbing pattern of sexual abuse of students by their teachers. These teachers use their position of authority and trust to engage in inappropriate and harmful sexual behavior with their students. Some of the root causes of the sexual harassment are power relations. The teacher abused their positions of power and authority over the students. Some of them may have underlying psychological issues such as lack of empathy, impulse control problems, or a distorted sense of entitlement. The lack of adequate safeguarding measures within the educational institution to protect students from such abuses could be one of the causes. In the first news, the incident were under investigation, while the other two news, teachers were arrested and still under investigation. As an individual who committed such mistakes, it is right and just that they will face the consequences of their action, and that's how the teacher will solve their problems. Sexually harassing student is absolutely not acceptable under any circumstances. Sexual harassment is a violation of a person's dignity, rights, and well-being, and it is both morally and legally wrong. It is right and just that teachers who committed sexual harassment towards students shall be dismissed and revoke their license, and this is in accordance to the Article 13 of the Code of Ethics for Professional Teacher, the disciplinary action to anyone who violates the law. In conclusion, the three news involving teachers engaging in sexual abuse and harassment of students are deeply troubling, and it is a clear violation of the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. My recommendations regarding this issue is that educational institutions should implement and enforce safeguarding measures to protect students from abuse. And also, as a teacher, we should be responsible in abiding the principles of our chosen profession.